This week was TNA Hardcore Justice, which began with Bram versus Abyss in a Stairway to Janice match that some are saying put Bram over as the new quote-unquote monster. Do you like Bram in that role, and do you think he can be considered a monster despite not being, built like the stereotypical monster that we've been used to for the last 20, 30 years? Nick?
I think so. I really enjoy Bram in this role. I was expecting this to be kind of the feud ender with Abyss coming out on top, and the actual result of the match threw me for a loop. I wasn't expecting Bram to come away with another unconditional, unmitigated victory here. And I like the fact that he's not monster size per se. He's about as tall as Abyss is, and I guess you could say he is kind of monster-sized, because, Taker and Kane aren't really that huge either.
Well, but we're used to, 6'7" and above, 300 pounds or so. That's your monster. That's Abyss. That's Kane. That's Undertaker. You can name the rest. Big Show, Khali. But this guy is not. He's not built like that. He's built like a regular brawler.
Sure. And there is something to be said for that. What he lacks in that size, he more than makes up for in ferocity. And I enjoy that. I think it's been way too long since we've seen that kind of figure in mainstream wrestling. And I think Bram is doing that role a lot of justice.
Yeah, I definitely, I don't know. Just the whole character. I'm sold on the whole character. Like everything that they did between him and Magnus, I was expecting, big things. And while they didn't necessarily go in the direction I was hoping for, I still think it's a good direction. And yeah, it is a nice new twist to the general monster type role. It's not just like a monster as in size, but it's monster in just what he is capable of in the ring. Joe, what do you think?
You really don't, like Deuce is saying, you don't have to be huge to be a monster. He is a larger guy, don't get me wrong, but you don't have to have, you've got to, as long as it's not like he's fucking Spike Dudley trying to be the monster.
Sure.
That wouldn't work. But he's got a good build for himself, and then after that, it's mentality and how you're carrying yourself in the ring and what you're doing. And I really think that Bram is doing a good job with that.
Crazy Eyes never hurts, and he's got those in spades.
That he does.
MTW Podcast.